And welcome back. Well, this book, I Like You Just Fine When You're Not Around, is a USA Today bestseller. The author says it's for any woman who has ever pondered the unfairness of life. Well, we all know that life is not fair or perfect, and sometimes we need to have loved ones step back just a bit.
Give us a little space, right? We're super happy to welcome the author, Ann Garvin, back to the Morning Blend. Great to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
Everybody's gotta love the title of your book. I love you just fine when you're not around, because what's so funny about it is instantly people come to mind that you think, yeah, I like you much better when I don't see you so often.
If you could just stand over there, just for a little bit over there. Yeah, I think
and who do most people identify as that person?
Their husband. And here's the funny thing, like the men that look at the title, they look at it, they go, oh, that's I bet my wife thinks that. Like, shame, immediate shame and recognition.
Oh, I love it.
So awesome.
That is great. Let's talk a little bit about your book, what people can expect from it, what's inside.
Well, I really think it's sort of an anthem for people that are doing too much.
Yeah.
And we all are doing too much. And one of the ways that we do too much is we care for everybody else, but we don't care for ourselves. And we don't really know when to stop. Like, it's really hard to know how much is too much, how much are we giving away. And then loyalty works in, and shame works in, and guiltiness works in, and pretty soon everybody's sort of exhausted.
Well, it's true. We talked at the top of the show about rest.
Oh my gosh, this show is perfect for me right now.
Well, right.
Yes.
Good setup for you, right?
Super, and AARP, because it's really about this sandwich generation where roles are reversed and we're taking care of our parents and those kinds of things. So yeah, it's a perfect setup.
Yeah, but you're right. There's a lot of guilt that goes around with this, and like the more we do, the more we keep doing.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the fact that caregiving is so central in this book, because I think everybody can identify with caregiving for somebody.
Yeah, well, certainly, especially mothers who are caregiving, and then my mother has long-term Alzheimer's, and she's been sick for a very long time. My dad is kind of the hero in that because he's her long-term caregiver and has been for many years. But that role reversal is such a difficult thing to do because we know that our parents wouldn't have wanted us to do that in any way, shape, or form. But you feel compelled and you're honored by the caregiving, but it's a really difficult thing to do. The one thing about this book I think that takes people by surprise is that it's really funny. And I know Alzheimer's is not funny. I know there's many things that are not funny, but it is, you know, taking care of people are funny. Terrible things happen, and sometimes you just laugh with this awful hysterical hilarity of the situation, and then later on maybe you tell people that understand. But you know, I tried to bring out as much humor as possible in those situations so you don't really want to die when you read it.
Exactly. And your main character is doing the same thing. She's caring for her mother who has Alzheimer's.
Yes, she is. She cares for everybody way too much. And in some cases there's a character in there that says, you know, you're good. Just quit it. You cannot care for me. I'm not going to let you care for me.
Real quick, best thing about being an author and advice you give to other people who want to publish.
Okay, the best thing about being an author, honestly, and this is not just, I'm not just joking around, is meeting the readers and meeting other authors and people who are just so into books. Because it's a niche, right? I mean, we're into a lot of things, and there's a lot of things pulling our attentions in lots of different ways, but readers are so much fun because they treat all of your characters like they are real, and they ask these questions about them like, so when she was a kid, and I think, I love you. I know that answer. I want to tell you that
because you had to work so hard to do that.
Yep. And I think my best advice for people who want to be an author is that you have to be doggedly persistent and overly optimistic and also able to listen to really good advice. One of the things that I've done recently is opened up my own writing program with another author of mine. It's called The Fifth Semester. And
can people find out about that on your website?
Yeah, they can. And it's called thefifthsemester.com, so they can find it easily that way too.
Thefifthsemester.com and AnnGarvin.net is where people can find out more about I Like You Just Fine When You're Not Around. I love it. Great to see you again.
It's so good to see you.
Come
Thank you so
again.
much.
Thank you.